Hey guys, John of JohnReports.com, and today we're going to be flying on American Airlines first class during the pandemic. American Airlines, they had put out some policies. They've changed them over the course of a few months since this all began. I had the opportunity to basically purchase an upgrade when I checked in for a really low price. So we're going to try it out, see what it's like, see if they're sticking to the policies that they have out there, and let's go for it. From the East parking lot to Terminal 4 at Sky Harbor, it was a quick ride on the still relatively new SkyTrain. Now, American is pledging to what it's calling its clean commitment. That means face coverings are required, enhanced cleaning on planes, limited food and drink services, among other changes. No seats are off limits, though, so that is something to be aware of. Now, my flight from Phoenix to Philadelphia was set to be a busy one. The gate area was packed. But when it came to boarding, first-class passengers were still seated, well, first. There was no pre-departure beverage on this flight, but I will say once we were in the air, the flight attendant was extremely prompt about offering both a beverage and limited food service. We were given the choice of select beer and wine. I opted for a glass of Prosecco. As for food, the options were a cheese platter or Valencia chicken sandwich. I went for the cheese platter, and will say it was filling. As for what kinds of food and drink you can expect, let's break that down. Now, for flights under 900 miles, American says you can plan for water, canned drinks, and juice by request only. Alcohol by request as well in first class. For flights between 900 and 2200 miles like this one, you can expect fresh snacks between 5 and 9 p.m. You also get a baggie with pretzels or Biscoff cookies, a bottled water, and sanitizing wipe upon boarding. That is for everyone, no matter what class you're in. There are still no pre-departure drinks in first class, but drinks including alcohol are available by request. For flights over 2200 miles, expect all of the above, plus a meal served on a single tray, not in courses. That does include transcontinental flights, and I will say from researching on message boards, your mileage may vary for what kind of service you actually get. Now let's get back to the air. As for American's in-flight entertainment offerings, this A321S still did have monitors in the seat backs. I actually prefer that. American is doing away with monitors on some planes and routes, so something to be aware of. You may have to use your iPad, but in this case, plenty of music, movies, and TV shows to select from. The mask policy was strictly enforced on board as well. Flight attendants, on this flight at least, appeared to do 2 separate walkthroughs prior to departure to specifically check for proper mask and seatbelt usage. Now, after the meal service, our flight attendant also came by 2 more times to ask about refills and if there was anything else we needed. She thanked us individually for flying with American. Now, compared to pre-COVID times, first class here is certainly not what it was. Depending on the price, whether it's worth it comes down to a personal decision. Really, is the limited food and drink service and attention to detail value enough for you? But overall, had a really great flight, and I'm here in Philadelphia. Till next time.